Right. Remember this Thursday because that's the day that we are marking on our calendar as the day that the Nifty reclaimed 5,000 this year, all the way from the lows that it made in March. So it's been quite a journey, and we've been tracking the stocks that have made that up move. Right now, the Nifty is still hovering around those levels at 4,990 odd. So it quickly went off those highs. But let's talk about mid-cap stocks and those that have been buzzing, and of course the business fundamentals. And that's a question that we will be asking the management of Sterlite Technologies, who now join us on the line. Remember, Sterlite Technologies, optical fibers is one of their main plays, and in fact the company wants to be amongst the top 3 in the optical fiber and cable business. And we've got the management, Dr. Anand Agarwal, who's the CEO and Director of Sterlite Technologies, joining us on the phone line from Pune. Dr. Agarwal, many thanks for joining us. So as you join us today, take us through your outlook as to how business stands, especially as far as the optical side, fiber side of the business is concerned, because we had seen a slowdown in business for yourself, especially post 2007, 2008. Has the outlook improved?
Yes, Paramita, the outlook on fiber is pretty good at a global level. It's the bulk of it is being driven by the broadband penetration that is increasing globally. And in terms of volumes, China is leading, consuming a whole lot of fiber, and countries like India, US, Europe are also following, with a lot of fiber being used to connect the towers for 3G propagation, as well as fiber coming closer to the subscriber for fiber to the home kind of applications. So in
fact, if we look at your numbers for Q1 FY10, you did record a year-on-year growth. In fact, it was a fairly strong growth. Your net revenues were at about 436 crores. In terms of your outlook for the rest of the year, perhaps you could leave us with a figure both on the revenue side as well as your margin picture.
On the revenue side, we believe we'll have a growth of about 30 to 35%. And on EBITDA side, we had closed last year at about 240 crores. We believe we should be doing between 340 to 350 crores this year. So our EBITDA growth would be on the order of 45 to 50% this year.
Okay, that's a fairly robust outlook. Dr. Agarwal, share with us your CapEx plans, especially as far as the rest of the year is concerned, given the kind of growth pickup that you're seeing.
There are a few projects which are going on currently. So for the current year, our CapEx spend would be close to about 180 odd crores. And we have laid down an outlay of about 400 crores for the next 3 years. Bulk of it will go towards the expansion of our fiber capacity, and at the same time we are also enhancing our capacity on the transmission power conductors, which is another growth business of the company.
So most of this or all of this capex will be for the domestic arena, or would you like to give us a breakup?
Essentially, all the manufacturing capacities will be coming up in India only. So the spend base would be for domestic, but in terms of sales, we do almost 33% of our sales internationally. So the products would be sold all across, but the spend will happen in India.
And Dr. Agarwal, in terms of acquisitions at this point in time, especially given the way that we have seen M&A activity picking up, and given your global ambitions, would you be pursuing the inorganic route?
We keep on reviewing options. So if there is a decent option which provides us good market access, definitely we'll be looking at that.
Okay, nothing definitive as of now?
Definitive as of now.
Okay, Dr. Anand Agarwal, many thanks for joining us. So there you heard it, the CEO and Director of Sterlite Technologies. Let's bring up that stock and of course let's bring up the rest of the markets and show you how they are faring at this point. The Nifty at 49.82. We are seeing some pressure. Sterlite Technologies down about 2.5% in trade, but the Nifty on its part up just about 0.5%. So we'll wait and see what kind of trend we see from here on after we reclaimed 5,000. Of course, continue with our analysis and get you some of the biggest voices from Dalal Street right here on ET Now. But that will be on the next show. From all of us here at Trading Now, thanks for tuning in and stay with us.